Oh my god.
We're back.
We're back. We're not allowed to leave until we're done. We only have like 3 of these left. I think there's only one more, right? Because the only character outside, we got Mayuri, we got Moeka. Then the only character left after that, I think, is Nai. So I don't know about you, but I'm going to be taking a back seat for the rest of this. This is great. Whose bright idea was it anyway for you to voice almost every character in this game? Eternal Polaris. All right. My favorite Megadeth song? No? Is that too old? People know their Megadeth? Is this our first look inside of Mayushi's room?
Maybe so.
She's got Upas. She's got Isobeon at home. That looks like not Psyduck. And a Gero Froggy. Not Jack Frost over there, too.
Last night, I had a really happy dream for the first time in a long time. In my dream, I went to Grandma's grave. Her memorial service is tomorrow, but my dream let me see her a day early. Think I can have another dream like that tonight, Blue Upa?
Great, glad to know. We're starting out strong.
I roll Blue Upa around in my palm as I ask. Round ears and short legs, a little twisted tail. Upa's just so adorable. Just looking at him makes me feel so relaxed. He's every bit as adorable as all of those other popular mascots. Down with Hikonya, Shimeji-san, and Kumamomon. You're the best, Upa.
Getting the deep lore on the other mascot. Wait, hold on. What were the ones that Hikonya, Shimeji-san, and Kumamomon. I'm guessing this bear thing over here is Kumamomon.
And I bet the mushroom is Shimeji-san or whatever that one was.
So then we just got Hikonya to...
Yeah. Could that be the cat samurai thing?
Perhaps.
But why did I even have that dream? Maybe it's because I want to talk to Grandma about everything that's been going on lately.
Yeah, that's probably the reason.
Mayushi used to tell Grandma everything. And she'd always listen to me and smile. Afterwards, she'd always let me eat some of her homemade dango. Grandma is Mayushi's very best friend. That doesn't change just because she's up in the sky now. It hasn't changed and it won't ever change. And you know what, Blue Upa? In Mayushi's dream last night, Ocarine came along too. It really was an amazing dream. As amazing as the Menkoro from Kitchenjiro.
What? Tips, help me out here. An item on Kitchenjiro's menu, Menchi Croquette. An amazingly voluminous combo containing Mayuri's favorite Menchi Katsu and a croquette. Well, all right.
What is a Menchi Katsu?
I'm guessing a food?
Oh, we have tips for Kumamomon and Shimeji-san and Hikonya.
A mascot character that was clearly designed to try and usurp Hikonya. Big eyes and a super welcoming smile, but looking deep into his eyes reveals nothing but emptiness. All right. And then who is Hikonya? Charismatic mascot character representing a certain part of Japan. Black cat that wears a kabuto on its head. Yep, okay. At one point, his popularity had exploded across the country, resulting in all kinds of merchandise. In fact, he was so popular, he ended up getting caught up in all sorts of adult problems. What a tragic past. Why? Okay. A character that's risen to prominence almost by happenstance. They've even released a CD. Its lackadaisical-looking eyes are one of its charm points. It's a strange noise when pulled from wood. There are multiple versions of Shimeji-san. Okay, so I'm guessing we were right on then. That was probably the mushroom, and Kumamomon was the bear, and Hikonya was the cat. Well, all right then. Got it in one.
In the dream, Mayushi said goodbye to Mom and the others and went to Grandma's grave alone after the memorial service. But then Ocarine appeared too. It surprised me, but it also made me really happy. It feels like we haven't been talking a lot lately, so I was feeling a little lonely. I must have been thinking about how I wanted to see Ocarine too. Oh, right. Before I forget, I need to write it down in my diary. I kind of forget these things if I don't. After putting Blue Oopa back in his usual spot, I opened my diary on my desk.
Look at this adorable diary. Look at that. With the fucking cat face with the book as the book cover. That's adorable.
I try to write only good memories in my diary. That way, when I feel sad or lonely, I can open my diary and read about happy things. That makes me feel a little better.
Huh. Interesting that she has a diary that opens left to right.
But I don't make myself write every day. Sometimes Mayushi only writes once a week or even once a month. But when I have good dreams, I try to write them down. I like that it has bananas in.
I do too.
These days, I keep having scary nightmares, so I haven't written about dreams in a long time. In my dream, I went to Grandma's grave a little early, and then, all of a sudden, Ocarine was there too. I write down my memory of my dream in my diary. Mayushi didn't tell Ocarine about visiting Grandma, so I was a little surprised. Wow, I said. How did you know I was here? Then Ocarine said something like,
I always know where my hostage is, of course.
It made me kind of... No, it made me really happy. Ocarine and I talked like we hadn't done in a while. And afterwards we ate dango together too, just like we always used to. They tasted really nostalgic.
Dango, that is some good dango. No?
Dango always reminds me of Grandma, so the flavor was a little sad. But they were delicious and brought back happy memories. There, I really hope that dream comes true. Until I started high school, Ocarine always came to visit Grandma's grave with me. I remember those visits. The dango we ate in the dream were the same ones Ocarine and I always ate together. They tasted exactly the same and were super delicious. The flavor reminded me of the ones Grandma used to make. I can't forget to eat some after Grandma's memorial service tomorrow. Ocarine's so strange. He's always there to cheer me up when I'm feeling down, and he's been showing up in Mayushi's dreams a lot lately. These days, whenever I have a nightmare, Ocarine always shows up in the dream to try to help me. A nightmare, and not an actual horrible thing that happens to me in a different world line.
Right? Because we know that those tend to manifest as dreams or misremembered memory or incongruent memories.
But whenever Ocarine appears, he looks like he's in a lot of pain. It makes me sad.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that, Mayuri. It's just kidney stones.
That's why he's in the hospital at the end of Steins Gate, not from the stabbing. Kidney stones.
Oh, dude, it's so hard to get good help around here.
Ocarine's always looked after Mayushi, but now he's always doing it, even in my dreams. Is that okay? Does it mean that I rely on Ocarine too much? Ocarine's just too kind. He may be a super shy tsundere and have a bad case of chunibyo, but Okarin's actually very, very kind.
Me, tsundere, perish the thought.
If you spend a lot of time with him, you can tell. When Grandma died and Mayushi couldn't even talk because of the shock, Okarin always looked out for and supported me. Just being around him feels really relaxing and comforting. I always wished that Okarin would be there beside me forever. In my dreams, Okarin tells me to stay the same and not to change at all, but I think Okarin would say that in real life too. But I guess I can't really do that, can I? I sigh, poking at the heads of my upas. Mayushi doesn't want to be a burden on Okarin. Lately it seems like Okarin has a very big problem that he's been keeping to himself. And I think the cause probably has something to do with me. Because sometimes Okarin will stare at my face for a while. He'll look reassured for a second, but then his face darkens with pain. Whenever I see Okarin do that, my chest hurts and makes it hard to breathe. Okarin's so kind that sometimes I feel really bad and want to apologize. I know that I'm a really heavy burden to Okarin, but I don't know why.
Oh, Harry.
It just makes me sad that I can't do anything.
Oh no. Myri, no.
This entire time, Okabe's like, I've got to keep this under wraps. I've got to keep this so Mayushi doesn't know. I have to protect her if nobody else. And then everybody else is fucking oblivious to this time travel bullshit. And Mayushi is the only one who just implicitly knows something really big is wrong. And she doesn't understand what, but that does not stop her from knowing that it is the case. Secretly the most with it character in the franchise, purely based on vibes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, because they've been in each other's lives for their entire, not their entire childhood, but most of their childhood.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not very surprising.
Everybody else has to understand time travel and then be presented evidence to be convinced that it's real, and then experiments and blah, blah, blah. And Mayushi just vibes it out.
Yep. Oh no. She just wakes up one day, feels the vibes in the air. Oh no.
I've tried to ask him the reason, but when I did, it seemed like he didn't want me asking, so I decided against it. Hey, Grandma? I close my eyes and put my ear to Pockety, a keepsake pocket watch from Grandma. The ticking of the watch is like Grandma's heartbeat. Isn't this ticking a lot faster than a watch?
Yeah, it is.
Doing this makes me feel so calm. It makes me feel like Grandma's always right there, ready to listen to me. I guess Mayushi can't stay Okarin's hostage forever, huh?
It's just barely out of time with the music, which is what's bothering me right now.
One day, I need to grow up. I've always known that, really. But at the end of my diary entry, I write down, graduate from hostagehood in small letters. But when I see those words, I start to get really scared. I quickly erase them. A way to graduate from being Okarin's hostage. Well, I've thought of one way. But if possible, I'd rather do anything else. Poor fucking Mayushi.
God. Mayuri.
I need to look for a better way. There has to be something I can do. When I look up to the night sky from the open window, I look for the same star I always do. I found it right away. Because that star is always in the same spot. Polaris, the star that shines brightly in the northern skies. When I look up at Polaris, always twinkling in the same place, I start to relax. I wish Mayushi could be just like it and never have to change. Today is a very important day. Grandma's memorial service is being held.
Which is why we're at the convention center?
But since the ceremony is in the evening, Mayushi stopped by Komima with Kaide-chan and Fubuki-chan bright and early in the morning.
Yo, Kaide-chan and Fubuki-chan! The ever-mentioned and never seen until Steins Gate 0 spoilers.
My friends are all clapping and giving me high fives right off camera.
What's funny, you remember what they look like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Chie and Yukiko at home.
Kaide-chan, Fubuki-chan, and I are part of something like a cosplay club. Making costumes is Mayushi's specialty. The other girls just wear them.
Look at the Mayushi phone.
Wow, it's wonderful.
We have no mail. Hold on. Just gotta change this back to factory settings real quick. Sorry, I had to do a factory reset on the phone. You understand.
This year, Komima is just as busy and intense as ever. If anything, Kaide-chan and Fubuki-chan's cosplay is even more popular than last year. They're surrounded by semi-protographers. Seeing the two of them wearing Mayushi's handmade cosplays and surrounded by photographers with their shutters clicking non-stop made me proud to have worked so hard.
I'm having trouble with something here. She says that... Oh, it's memorial service.
Mm-hmm.
Not her... Okay, I had read it as her funeral service, and I'm like, wait, that doesn't timeline. No, okay. Yeah, this is just like the annual memorial. Got it.
Mm-hmm. But I can't get my mind off of Okarin. It was hard to stay focused on Komima. So I left earlier than I expected to and headed to the station, pulling my cart full of merchandise along with me.
Mayuri really got all that con swag, huh?
Just because I have depression doesn't mean I'm not going to pick up the exclusive merch.
Oh, shit. Oh, do I have to commit to a Kaide-chan voice now?
Yeah.
Shit. Which one's Kaide, which one's Fubuki?
I don't know.
Hold on, I need to know this before I give them... Okay, so Kaede is the Yukiko one. She's the one that's kind of shy and more... Got it.
I see.
Mayuri-chan, you didn't seem very cheerful at Komima today. Are you okay? Did you work too hard making all the cosplay? Be careful of heat stroke. Thank you so much for always making such wonderful outfits. Because of you, the Sengoku Sabara Kasuga costume was a big hit. There were a lot of low anglers, but I gave them plenty of fan service. I'll be sure to treat you to a Castle Siege parfait at the Sengoku Butler Cafe. Have great work, I mean it, and have a good rest.
Here's hoping I remember that for when Zero comes around. What's this one? You don't have to read them.
Right.
Well, if you don't want to.
Sorry for worrying you, Kaide-chan. I get totally immersed in making new cosplay, and then I don't even realize when I'm overworking myself. Did I really work too hard? Complicated emoji. A Kasuga cosplay'd be hard for most cosplayers to pull off. But you have a great figure, Kaide-chan. It really fit you well. It was so sexy that even my heart was racing. Blushing emoji. That name sounds incredible. Is there really a parfait like that? Mayushi bets it's delicious. Thanks. Looking forward to it.
Let's go with the
Mildly gay response.
mildly gay. put in a mild fruity note in this. in this. Oh, we can't see our contacts? Okay, that's fine.
In my other hand was a bouquet of lilies I just bought at the florist. They're for Grandma's memorial service.
Rolling up to your grandma's memorial service with a bag full of swag and a bouquet in another arm.
They're so pretty. And they smell so nice. I wonder if Grandma will like them.
Getting the con exclusives at a memorial service? Oh no.
When I visit her grave by myself, I only take one flower, but I upgrade to a bouquet for ceremonies. Flowers are surprisingly expensive, and even between my allowance and pay, I don't have enough money to buy nice flowers. I can only do this because Mom and Dad are my sponsors. When I'm an adult and start making real money, Mayushi wants to bring Grandma a bouquet of flowers that takes both hands to carry. I want to do that someday. Someday. Once I graduate high school, then graduate university, I try thinking about what comes next. I see a businessman dressed in a suit hurrying into a building, and try to imagine myself wearing a suit like that. I don't think that'd look very good on me. An adult me. I can't even imagine that yet. At school they gave us career path guidance forms, but none of it feels real to me. What kind of adult will Mayushi become? What kind of job will I have? Will I be an office worker? Will I even be good at my job? What will the other lab mems be doing by then? What's going to happen to the lab? Mayushi wants to be friends with everyone forever. I'm sure it would be impossible to spend every day together like we do now. But I hope that even when I'm an adult, the lab members can get together and have another of Okarin's whatever table meetings.
Well, we don't know if they still hang out together, but we do know they're all at least in a group chat with one another.
Tuturu, Mayushi here.
Mayushi, I need your help, nya.
Ferris-chan, what's wrong? Are things extra busy at the cafe?
We have video call apparently on your flip phone? That's right, nya. And me and Nyan just called out of work last minute, so it's a catastrophe over here. Lunchtime's gonna be so busy that we need Mayushi's help, nya. No, you're busy with Komima today, but please.
That sounds tough, but that actually works for Mayushi. I came back from Komima early today. Should I head over?
Yeah, just as long as you don't have anything more important like your grandmother's memorial service, nya. Nya, that would be so great. You really saved us, Mayushi, but it's your day off, so are you sure about coming in, nya? I'm asking to make it seem like I'm concerned, but I've already guilted you into coming and saying yes.
Of course, Nyan. I'm sure we've got a lot of customers visiting Tokyo for Komima, so I really shouldn't have asked for the day off. I'm happy to help.
You're the best, nya. I think we can manage if we could just get through lunchtime, nya. She'll only need your help for a little bit.
Okay. I'm going to take the Super Express train back. I'll be there in about 30 minutes.
You have my deepest gratitude, Nyan.
There's something about Luca's expression, just kind of like deer caught in the headlights. You know?
Right now, maybe being too busy to even think is for the best. Otherwise, I won't be able to stop thinking about Okarin.
What's Mayushi's Okarin number? How many T-posing ocarines can she rotate in her head?
1. He is unique. The others are imposters.
I don't know, Mayuri. That sounds kind of sus.
I pretend to roll up my sleeves to get myself pumped up. Then, pulling my cart along with me, I make a run for the station. I hurry back to Akiba and to May Queen plus Neon Square.
I felt that way about Fubuki-chan. Fubuki-chan's Kenshin-sama was so cool. My heart was racing for her. She doesn't like being called cool, though, so I can't say it in front of her. It seems like she wants to wear cute costumes, but I think cool, boyish costumes suit her way better. As long as I live, I won't allow Fubuki-chan to wear cute outfits.
Oh, it just runs off the... All right.
It does?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Mayuri loses interest at that point.
That or Kaede-chan just kept going and didn't notice that it hit the character limit.
Oh. I choose to interpret it that way. Give some precious characterization to two of the
two random side characters that have been mentioned in passing every once in a while and never displayed yet.
Yep. Hey, at least they get one arc in Zero that doesn't ever really get a resolution, but let's not worry about that.
I don't remember it at all, so I'm excited to get
remember. It's a big letdown. At least going by the anime, maybe they get more to do in the game.
Wow, look at this line. I couldn't even see the end of the line starting at the entrance of May Queen plus Neon Square. I can feel an intense passion radiating from all of the customers, or rather, masters. If they're this passionate, I need to be too. I enter the cafe from the rear entrance. Once I change into my uniform, I put on a big smile and skip out into the hall. Toot-toot-oo, thank you for waiting, ya. Mayushi Nyan Nyan here.
Right up in our face.
Meow. Mayushi, you're finally here, nya.
With tears in her eyes, Ferris-chan leaps into my arms to hug me.
Hug time. Getting a hug from your boss.
She reminds me of a real purring cat jumping into my lap. If that cat gave me a paycheck. Compared to the air-conditioned cafe, Ferris-chan's body is warm and soft. It feels nice. But when she hugs me, I feel like the masters are watching us very closely. Or am I imagining things? Some of them are yelling stuff like,
It's too much.
but Mayushi's not too much at all.
You're a big help, nya. Ferris expects nothing less of Mayushi, my sworn sister and friend from a past life, nya.
Sworn sister? Oh, just like the Surs. How do you say French words?
I don't know. Sis?
Surs from It's Just As Maria Says, nya?
I've never seen that word before, so I've got no idea.
Sisters, right, in French?
Oh, is it?
You listen to a band that has this in the name, don't you?
I don't know. Maybe. Why would I know?
Exactly, nya.
So does that mean Ferris-chan is Mayushi's older sister, nya?
Yeah, your older sister, nya. Just if your older sister held the paycheck over your head. Meow, see here, Mayushi. Your ribbon is crooked.
Now, I see that they're going from Maria Samagami Teru here.
I don't know what that is.
Yuri thing. But I think in my brain, I have Akiba Maid Wars Sworn Sisters stuck in my head, and immediately death flags have gone up.
Oh, we still have to find some way to do the Akiba Maid War and Steins Gate crossover
Oh, yeah.
that everyone wants. Everyone wants.
Mimicking a famous scene from It's Just As Maria Says, Ferris-chan fixes the ribbon on my maid outfit.
Your older sister knows everything, Nyan.
As she tied my ribbon, Ferris-chan stares at me from below. Ferris-chan's large eyes sparkle with light. It makes me feel as if she really can read me, and I can't help but look away. Ferris-chan's so smart and has really good intuition, so...
Right, because Ferris is just unnaturally good at reading people. Right?
Asper.
Sure.
Mayushi, is something wrong, Nya?
Asper. Uh-oh. She really is sharp.
I'm making my cat lip so you can't be angry at me, though. Nyan?
Oh, no, it's nothing yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, if there's anything on your mind, you can always talk to your older sister, Nya. Your older sister who signs your paychecks.
She gives me another big hug.
This really isn't a healthy relationship now, is it?
I really don't stand a chance against Ferris-chan. Thanks.
I think you mean thanks, Ferris. Ferris.
No? Nothing for that? Okay.
I giggled at it. I don't understand
for
what...
the time being, Nya, forget about your problems and focus on serving the masters, Nyan. I'm sure that'll help you feel better. Let's let the masters give you some energy, Nya. Suck it up from them, Nya. Well,
Who can suck my energy from me?
Some of the masters raise their fists and holler. Right. I'll do my best, Nyan.
that's the spirit, Nya.
As if propped up by Ferris-chan's top-class smile, my strained smile became a real one, too. Ferris-chan's always so powerful and bright. She gives energy to everyone around her. If someone's feeling down, she notices right away and pulls them into her own world to give them strength. I hope Mayushi can be like Ferris-chan one day.
True fact, all my power comes from the ears, Nya. They grew out of me one day and I can't get them off. Go up, Mayushi. You can head out whenever you want, Nyan. You're a lifesaver.
Oh, is lunchtime already over? Surprised by Ferris-chan's words, I look at the clock. It's already past 1:30 p.m. Last call for lunch orders is already over. Most days it felt like time ticked by so slowly, but this lunchtime went by like a whirlwind. Things were so busy it felt like my head was spinning. In fact, I think it might have been. I was so busy that I lost track of what I'd been doing halfway through. My mind started to wander as I drew an endless series of pictures and messages on the master's omelets. If someone handed me a bottle of ketchup right now, I think I'd automatically start drawing something.
Lunchtime's always the toughest, but now that it's over, we'll be okay, Nya. Leave the rest to Ferris.
Okay, thanks. Sorry for choosing such a busy day to take off.
No, I'm sorry for calling you in on your day off, Nyan. No worries, Nya. We get extra pay during Komima, so it's fine.
That's good.
Mayushi, are you feeling better, Nya?
I am. Thank you, Ferris-chan.
It's good to keep busy when you got something troubling you, but then it's important to deal with the root of the problem, Nya.
Deal with the root of the problem.
Yeah, just dig it right up out of the earth. Make sure you get it all by the root. That way it doesn't grow back, Nya.
I don't think that he's in the earth.
I know a good landscaping company, Nya. We use them for all of our projects. I mean, someone I know uses them for... Never mind.
So, Mayushi has to know Ferris is secretly incredibly rich and runs all of this shit.
She's the only person that knows Ferris is actually the boss. If I remember my lore.
Okay, I was gonna say, because there's no way that Mayuri doesn't notice that.
Mayuri because Mayuri is the only one she trusts to know that she's the boss, but I don't know if she's told Mayuri about the full extent of her influence over Akiba. Mayuri, I believe Mayuri would be savvy enough to pick up on that kind of thing, but she probably wouldn't ever bring it up unless Ferris mentioned it. Because Mayuri's very good at picking up on stuff and noticing it, but also wouldn't be the kind to be confrontational about it.
All you need to do is have a good legit talk with whoever you're troubled about, yeah? Like that tree over there. I hate that tree. Can we get rid of that? I could get rid of that tree.
Legit.
Too legitimate to quit-imit. That's right, yeah. There aren't very many problems you can solve all on your own.
I guess I'm just thinking about all of the ifs and maybes right now.
That's the problem. Your imagination is just your imagination. The problems won't get solved until you handle them in real life, yeah?
I see.
So don't give up. Good work today, Nya.
Okay, thanks. She has a point. I've been talking less and less with Ocarine lately. Maybe Ferris-chan is right. Maybe I should have a good long talk with Ocarine soon. I felt like I'd begun to see part of a solution to this problem. After getting changed in the changing room, I decide to leave my stuff in the stuff room at the lab before going to the memorial ceremony.
I saw what you did there. It was funny. Animate.
I thought it might be nice if I could see Ocarine while I was there too. Could Ocarine be at the lab right now? I hope I'll be able to see him. I know that having serious conversation with Ocarine is important, but I notice myself trying to talk around it. No, that's not right. I don't hope I can see him. I need to see him. Just like Ferris-chan said, I need to have a talk with Ocarine. I make up my mind and stop to take out my cell phone. Instead of relying on coincidence, I need to make sure we get some time to talk. I just need to put my thoughts into action. I try calling Ocarine. I'm really nervous for some reason. Why has Mayushi become such a heavy burden on Ocarine?
Oh no, Mayuri, no.
I want to know, but I'm also scared to ask. He doesn't pick up. I'm disappointed, but also a little relieved. I should send him a message instead. Tuturu, it's Mayushi. Hey, Ocarine, are you worried about something? You've looked really stressed lately, you know? Is there anything Mayushi can do to help? Or can you not talk because it's me? That's really sad and hurtful. Telling someone about your uneasiness is a really scary thing. My thumbs tremble as they touch the keypad. If you think I'm a burden, please just tell me. I finish typing the final letter, then deeply sigh. My finger hovers above the send button, but I just can't make myself press it. If I don't know what's making Ocarine so sad, there's nothing that Mayushi can do for him. I gather up my courage and finally press the send button. Alternate world line where Ocarine is just open with Mayushi about what's up from the beginning, and she immediately solves the problem for them by virtue of being the only person who's actually in tune with what's going on.
Wow, Steins Gate is over in like 20 minutes? Wow, all right. Great job, everyone. Let's go get lunch.
I sent it. But will Ocarine reply? I want him to, but at the same time I don't. It's really complicated. But it's better than leaving the problem as it is without making any effort. I put away my cell phone, raise my head, look straight ahead, and begin to walk. I feel a little better now that I've sent the message. I didn't get any reply from Ocarine on my way to the lab. Maybe he hasn't read my message yet. Ocarine isn't the type to check his phone that often anyway. I wonder what Ocarine's up to right now. Ocarine wasn't at the lab, but Daru-kun was. He's curled up on the sofa with a mountain of thin books, paging through one and breathing heavily. Oh, it's you, Daru-kun. Tuturu.
Oh, Mayushi, Otsu.
I thought you'd still be at Komima. You're back already?
These amateurs don't know that the real battle starts first thing in the morning, SMH. Once I snagged all the merch I wanted and grabbed some lunch, I came back here.
Wow, Daru-kun, legit otaku really are something else.
I mean, I'm legit, but you don't have to put it like that. Why don't you take a look at my loot with me, Mayushi? I was just perusing it myself. Check out all my waifus.
Do I have to? Daru-kun and Mayushi have very different tastes. I might want to read Koka Yui's Dojinshi, but you're more into the extra saucy ones, right?
A thin book that isn't extra saucy has no right to call itself a thin book, SMH.
Anyway, Daru-kun, where are Ocarine and Chris-chan? Have they come to the lab today?
Haru, stop trying to corrupt my Yushi challenge.
Again, Mayushi completely ignored my comments. Oh god, she's good. This is the best. Oh, and I haven't seen either Ocarine or Makiseshi today.
Oh, okay.
You need him for something?
Not really, it's nothing urgent.
I bet those two are off being disgusting normies together or something.
Probably. To be honest, Mayushi sometimes thinks that they really might be together, so I give Daru-kun a nod of agreement.
Come on, Mayushi, don't agree with that. Maki says she might be kind of a normie, but there's no way an ultra chunibyo like Ocarine would join her in normiedom.
Do you think so?
Sure do.
Really? I don't know. He might have killed himself for her that one time. Which, I don't know, ballsy move?
But also not very normie.
That is true. That is very extra.
Thanks, Daru-kun.
For what?
Oh, don't worry about it. It sure is toasty today, though, huh? Komima was so hot and sticky that I got all sweaty.
Hot and sticky. All wet.
Wet? Didn't I say sweaty?
Yeah, probably. That would have made more sense. But, Mayushi, could you say it's so hot, I'm totally wet, please?
Huh? It's so hot? I'm totally wet.
Hey, I can hear you guys having a conversation in there. You wanna let me in? Hey there, Daru.
I feel like I should help nip this one in the bud.
Totally wet. That's what I wanted to hear.
Get out of here, Daru.
Daru-kun seems very excited for some reason.
At least Robotics Notes is the forward thinking enough to make its disgusting pervert character a girl for once.
Well, Mayushi's going then.
Truly, we have achieved gender equality in the Science Adventure series.
Already?
Yep, I just came to drop off my stuff. The memorial is today.
Oh, was that today? Well, I'll see you later then, but before that, could you say that line one more time?
Why? Was it something perverted?
Well,
Ocarine told me whenever you try to make me say something perverted, I'm supposed to say, I can't guarantee the safety of your waifus. He said to say it very threatening, like, did I do good?
Mayushi being very threatening, but it's just the same.
what? What does Ocarine plan on doing to my waifus?
Who knows? Not Mayushi.
Fine then. Next time I'll be more stealthy about it.
I think you might be missing the point. With a laugh, I start to make my way out of the lab, but then I freeze in my tracks. Oh, by the way, Daru-kun.
Hmm?
Can I ask you for a favor? I should make some preparations just in case I need to act on that plan.
Plan?
You want a favor from me? What is it?
Yeah, if it ever came down to it, could I ask you to support me?
Support?
That's right. And could you not tell anyone else about this?
Does everyone else include Ocarine?
Yeah.
It kind of seems like you're up to something.
Well, the reason is I'd really appreciate it if you didn't ask. It's something really important, though.
Okay, got it. I promise this stays between you and me.
Thank you, Daru-kun.
And if you'd like to thank me, how about letting me record that line you said earlier?
Oh, come on, Daru-kun. Nothing perverted allowed.
Daru, come on, man.
I'm begging you.
I guess I do need to thank you, though. If you wanted me to record something non-perverted, that would be fine.
But I'm so good at coming up with perverted stuff. Well, anyway, I'm always down to help you out, Mayushi. There's really no need to thank me.
You're being so nice. It warms Mayushi's heart.
We're both lab mems, right? You don't have to make such a big deal about it.
Lab mems really are the best, huh? Next time, Mayushi will give Daru-kun my juicy chicken #1.
Will you feed them to me personally as I open my mouth and say,
Sure, why not?
Whoa, what a perfect situation. How indecent. But would I be betraying my 2D waifus and the perfect Veriston, too?
We have like the great triumphant, like, I decided to make a change music, and Daru's just over here talking about, like, oh yeah, getting fed chicken by Mayushi.
His fucking face!
How is he canonically the only one that gets laid?
Wait, what am I saying? There's always the harem route.
Daru-kun starts to mumble to himself. Well, see you later, Daru-kun. Toot-toot-oo.
Later.
I didn't see Okarin, but now I have a little relief if worst comes to worst. I really hope that something that bad doesn't happen, but if it does... Just as I reached the station, I got a message.
From Mom. Don't forget the flowers.
Mayuri, don't, what's her mom's voice? Mayuri, dear, don't forget to buy flowers for Grandma's memorial service.
Yeah, that's canon. That's canon now.
Yep.
It's from Mom. Oh, what a worrywart. Mayushi would never forget. I made sure to buy a very nice bouquet on the way back from Komima. A big white bouquet of lilies, the ones Grandma loved so much. Huh? I look at my right hand, then my left hand, and then inside my bag. It's gone. Huh? I tilt my head and think for a while. Oh no, what should I do? I must have forgotten Grandma's flowers somewhere. Where did I drop them? They're so important. If they're anywhere, they're probably at the lab or May Queen. First, I call Daru-kun.
Yes, hello?
Hey, Daru-kun. I wanted to ask you if Mayushi left a bouquet of flowers behind just now.
Bouquet? But Mayushi, you weren't carrying any flowers when you came in.
So the bouquet was already gone by then. I think I misplaced it somewhere.
I have to hand it to you, Mayushi. It takes some next-level zoning out to misplace something that big.
Naru.
I guess Mom knows Mayushi very well then. I drop my shoulders and let out a small groan. I need to find it. If it's not at the lab, I think it's probably at May Queen.
Do you need any help finding it?
No, I should be okay.
All right, but if you can't find it, give me another call.
Okay, talk to you later. Well then, I guess I should contact Ferris-chan.
Oh, so Daru gets a call, but Ferris-chan gets a text, huh?
To be fair, Ferris-chan's at work.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Sorry, I think I forgot the flowers at the cafe. Can you check the changing room during your break? There we go. Maybe I should head back to May Queen. I started to move in that direction, but less than a minute later, Ferris-chan called me.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello, Mayushi here.
Mayushi, nya? I saw your message. The flowers were inside the changing room on top of your locker, nya.
Really? Thanks so much, Ferris-chan. It's a very important bouquet. You saved me.
You didn't need to message me though, nya. You can call me anytime, you know. You know?
But you seemed so busy today that I didn't want to bother you.
We're sure, so there's no need to hold back, nya. Now that lunch is over, we're totally okay. And that's all thanks to your help, Mayushi.
Okay then, I'll stop by and pick it up.
I'll be waiting then, nya.
What a relief. I managed to find Grandma's flowers after all. The happy moment was interrupted by my growling stomach. Come to think of it, I'd been so busy today that I forgot to eat lunch.
K-books is the equivalent of K-pop, but for literature. I've been reading nothing but K-books lately.
Once I realize I'm hungry, my stomach starts growling until I can't bear it anymore. Hunger is a big problem for Mayushi. I hop into a nearby convenience store. After buying some food, I return to my path. So yummy. I pop a Takenoko Village cookie into my mouth, and it fills with the wonderful sweet taste of happiness. What I really wanted was some chow down chicken, but there's no lawn-so stores around Akihabara Station. Now that I've found Grandma's flowers and my stomach is happy, I can finally take a good look at my surroundings. The main street, Chuodori, is always busy, but it's especially busy today. A lot of people look like they came from Komima. They've all got big moe character-covered shopping bags in hand, and satisfied looks on their faces, like victorious warriors returning from battle. They must have really enjoyed Komima. Just watching them makes Mayushi happy too. If Okurin were here, he'd say something like,
Look, the people are like garbage.
and laugh like, he still hasn't gotten back to me.
Leaving Mayuri on read.
Hello, Mom?
Oh, hey there, dear. Oh, hey, dear. Meyer, do you have the flowers for the ceremony?
Of course I do.
Well, that's just great, darling. You paused for a second there. Are you sure everything's okay?
It's fine. I just forgot something, so I need to go back and pick it up. Off I go to get it now.
Well, all right, darling. Was there something you forgot the flowers by any chance? I swear, Mayuri, you're always like this. Will you be there in time for the ceremony at least?
Of course, but you can head over without me, Mom. Mayushi will meet you there.
So you're going to be late, huh? How late?
Maybe 15-ish minutes?
All right, then. Be careful. Don't wander off with any strangers now, you hear?
I won't. See you.
Hurry!
Thinking someone might have called my name, I stop in place. I look all around me, but there are too many people here, so I can't tell who it was. Was I imagining things? I clear my head and start walking again. Mayuri, over here. Can't you hear me? This time I heard it clearly. I'm not imagining things. Chris-chan's voice. I get on my toes and squint my eyes in the direction of her voice. I wonder if everything's okay with her. Her voice sounded really desperate just now. When I finally spotted Chris-chan's brown hair in the crowd, I called out to her. Chris-chan, over here. I wave my arms at Chris-chan. For a second, she looks as if she's about to start crying, then begins to wave back to me. I do my best to weave through the crowd toward her. For some reason, she's just standing there, dazed. Chris-chan, I'm sorry, I didn't notice you over the crowd.
Are you having a hard time picking up what's going on with this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still not sure where we're going with all this.
Yeah. And in a couple of different ways. One is, what's up with Okurin? No one's seen him. There's clearly something up here. Something's different. Two being, what is this plan that Mayushi's talking about? Because at first I thought it was an oblique reference to she's going to give up and kill herself. But now it seems like there is some sort of actual plan that she has that I don't know what it is.
And this isn't the day that she's supposed to die, right? Is it? Because it was during Komima, but it wasn't during her grandmother's memorial service.
Yeah.
That's the part that,
I'm right here. Chris-chan? Chris-chan's body was shaking. She was acting nothing like the cool and collected Chris-chan I know. Something must have happened. I take her hand and look her in the eye. Chris-chan, are you okay? Did something happen? Mayuri, no, nothing. It's nothing. She seems dazed for a little while, but she manages to collect herself and go back to her usual self. But something was wrong. She's acting so odd. What should I say to her? While I was thinking, Chris-chan squeezed my hand right back and replied, I'm fine. How about you, Mayuri? Is everything okay? Are you well? Has anything happened?
Did Kurisu just time leap?
Her grip is alarmingly firm, but her cold fingertips are still shaky. Chris-chan, Mayushi's always great, nice and energetic, not a hint of clinical depression. I see, that's good. I'm worried about you, Chris-chan. Mayuri? Mayu, she's always here to listen, okay? So you never have to hold back with me. But, I'm not used to talking to people like that. Well, you can get used to it with me, right? Mayuri, I want to make Chris-chan feel better somehow.
Did she just have like a conversation with her father or something?
Like how Ferris-chan helped me feel better. I try to think of a good way. I think hard. Before I know it, I popped a tiny Takenoko Village cookie into Chris-chan's mouth.
How to help the Chris-chan?
Boop.
Oh, that's a good face. Very good face.
What? What is this? Chocolate? Well, it's a charm to help you feel better. Huh? A charm? Not really. I just made that up. But I think that eating yummy food helps you feel better. Do you feel a little better now? I'm guessing that since you went from CG mode back to sprite mode that it worked. Do you want another one? Mayushi eats another one too, and then I smile and hand another one to Chris-chan. Chris-chan might say that charms and stuff like that are unscientific and refuse to believe in them. But I think that eating yummy food is very effective. I see. Are these charms some sort of Japanese magic? Interesting. There's no scientific basis, but it's a good example of the placebo effect. They're actually quite effective. Mayushi doesn't know anything about the placenta effect, but if they work, I'm happy. Thank you, Mayuri. I guess I really wasn't feeling like myself. How embarrassing.
What she was saying, I'm right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right here. Like, is Ocarina ignoring her as well?
I don't know. No worries. It's nice to see Chris-chan acting more normal again. Mayuri, are you going anywhere today? Oh yeah, I am. I'm doing something with my mom. I see. Well, I'll see you. Without looking directly at me, Chris-chan smiles. But her smile seems so strange that I feel like I just can't leave her alone. So as Chris-chan tried to disappear into the crowd, I grabbed hold of her sleeve. What is it? Well, Chris-chan, why don't you come with me? But, Mayuri, you said you were busy. I am, but I need to stop by the cafe first. Chris-chan, do you like maid cafes? Maid cafes? Well, I admit that I'm curious, but actually going in seems kind of daunting. It's not really something I'd usually do.
Not to mention dangerous.
The Nyan Nyan parfaits at the cafe where Mayushi works are amazing. I'm sure eating one would get you back to full power. I only know one charm, but it usually works on me. Full power? You mean like a senzu bean? I mean, that was a little... Just pretend I didn't say that. Exactly. So why don't you come with me? It'll be Mayushi's treat. I see. Well, since you're offering, I guess I could come with you for a little while. Yay! Then let's go. Mistress Kurisu, allow me to guide you, nya? I firmly took Chris-chan's arm in mine and began walking her toward May Queen. I'm sure Ferris-chan will cheer her up. She managed to cheer up Mayushi after all. With this belief in my heart, I went back to the shop and introduced Chris-chan to Ferris-chan. To be honest, Mayushi wanted to eat the Nyan Nyan parfait with them too, but I was already running late and didn't want to make my mom wait any longer.
Introduced. Did we see what how far this was on the divergence meter before we started?
I think it said 0.5 something something.
Okay, so we're not actually that far out. Okay.
I secretly asked the manager if I could use my paycheck to cover for Chris-chan's parfait on my way out. I hope Ferris-chan and Chris-chan get along.
Yeah. So anyway, do you want to see me paint my Warhammer miniatures?
Absolutely. I mean, no. With Grandma's flowers in Mayushi's hand this time, I met up with Mom and we made our way to the temple. At the temple, we held Grandma's ceremony with some of our other relatives. Afterwards, Mayushi said bye to everyone and walked to Grandma's grave alone. It had been a while since I had a nice long talk with her. The cemetery is silent. Nobody was around, or nobody was supposed to be. Huh? In front of Grandma's grave was someone wearing a familiar lab coat. Okarin. Sitting with his elbows on his lap and with his hands folded in front of his face, Okarin seemed to be thinking. But he raised his face after Mayushi called out to him.
Oh, Mayuri.
The moment I saw Okarin's troubled-looking eyes, my happy feelings of seeing him started to shrink away. Okarin, what are you doing here?
I was waiting for you.
But Mayushi didn't tell Okarin about coming here, right?
A mad scientist always knows where his hostage is, of course.
This is just like my dream. But when he said that, Okarin looked so pained, so much more than in my dream. And seeing that makes my heart hurt too. It's absolutely silent around us. This silence is so scary and uncomfortable, I have to say something. I'm really surprised. I had a dream that Okarin would find Mayushi at Grandma's grave. And this feels just like that.
Oh,
This morning I was thinking about how nice it would be if the dream came true, but... Listening to Mayushi's words, Okarin smiled. It was a weak, bitter smile. Of course the dream came true. It's as if he knew this would all happen. But, Okarin, you look so sad. Maybe I shouldn't have wanted the dream to come true after all.
don't say that, Mayuri.
But to Okarin, Mayushi is such...
You're not a burden.
Okarin said the words before I could. Okarin?
You're not a burden. I have never, ever felt that way about you, I swear.
How? How did you know what I was going to say? The synchro rate is too high for this to be just a dream come true. It's as if this is some kind of movie and he's memorized all the lines.
Such a feat is nothing for Ho and Kiyoma. I know what goes through every single mind, and
I walk up to Okarin and crouch in front of him. I put the bouquet in his lap and make myself level with his sitting height. Then I put my hands on Okarin's hands and gaze into his eyes. Okarin, there's something wrong with you lately, isn't there?
There's always been something wrong with me.
With a sulky expression, Okarin averts his gaze from mine. He still gets stubborn the same way he did when we were kids. That's true, but there's definitely something wrong.
You could have at least kind of disagreed with me.
But there really is something wrong.
Mayuri, I apologize for making you uneasy, but right now I don't want to talk about it. If you wait, I'll explain everything. I'll tell you anything you want to know when the time comes, so please.
With Okarin looking even more desperate than in the dream, I can't say another word. I don't want to hurt him anymore. I don't know the reason, but I still think Okarin's hurting a lot because of Mayushi. Okay, I get it, Okarin.
Mayuri,
I'm sorry that I'm always relying on you, Okarin.
no, don't apologize. It's me who needs to apologize for...
That's not true. I was going to say that, but I thought it would hurt Okarin even more, so I tried to find something else to say. Hey, Okarin, why don't we go eat some dango like we always used to? Mayushi's getting hungry.
Sure.
Eating yummy things will make you feel better, okay?
Mayuri, you just love food, don't you? How wonderfully simple.
Okarin's expression softened. It's not just Mayushi. All of humankind loves food. I puff up my cheeks in protest.
Even compared to the rest of humankind, you're a pretty big eater, Mayuri.
What? No way. I don't think so. Mayushi is normal.
But you're always eating something, whether it's banana or fried chicken. Perfectly good food that could be used for perfectly good experiments.
What? Do you really think so?
I do. Anyway, I can't leave you hungry, Mayuri. I now sentence you to eat dango until you cannot eat a single dango more.
Okay. I'm always fine with a punishment like that. Seemingly acting more like his normal self, Okarin stands up. But before that, I lay Grandma's flowers in front of her grave, put my hands together, and close my eyes. I could feel Okarin's presence beside me. It's absolutely silent. There were a lot of things I wanted to say to Grandma, but now there was only one. Grandma, please, please help me lessen the load on Okarin by even a little bit. Please, give me the strength to do that. After praying, I slowly opened my eyes and looked for Polaris as I always do. I found it right away. I stared at it, praying once more inside my heart. Then, as if to answer my prayer, Polaris twinkled softly back at me. Last night, Okarin sentenced me to punishment by dango. The tiny dumplings were charcoal grilled, just like they used to be. They were gently toasted, and the red bean paste wasn't overly sweet. They were really yummy. Okarin and I ate and ate urbi kusa dango and saucy mitarashi dango until we were full.
Man, remember when we used to be able to get red bean pastries near us?
We still can. We can make that a reality. Do you remember the reason that I stopped going there?
No, I don't actually remember. It was because we don't get their bubble tea anymore.
Yeah, because
right?
the bubble tea and
Right.
the pineapple buns both contain immense amounts of dairy,
Yeah.
make me really sick each time I go there.
I was like, hold on, there's a reason we don't. It's because we don't get the bubble
But-
tea anymore.
the red bean buns, we could just get those if that's the thing you want. The place is still open last
This is
time
an
I went
attainable
by.
utopia.
Yeah.
All right. Just making plans for breakfast tomorrow on middle of the... Don't worry about it. Can't wait to have those red bean buns.
It had been so long since we did that last. We started talking about back when I visited Grandma's grave every day, and that naturally got us talking about the past. Like back when Okarin wanted to be a fire-wielding character he liked and got obsessed with fingerless gloves.
Listen, it was a phase, okay? Don't hold it against me.
And back when Mayushi first began making cosplays. We talked lots and lots about normal, everyday things. We talked like we used to back when Okarin and I were the only two lab mems. Maybe it's because I've been so busy lately, but yesterday was the first time in a while when time passed slowly. There. I had wanted to write in my diary last night before sleeping, but after getting home and taking a shower, I was so tired that I fell asleep right away. I didn't even have any nightmares. It's been a long time since I slept so soundly. But when I woke up, to my surprise, it was already late afternoon. Mom laughed at me for sleeping so late. After eating a very late breakfast in place of a snack, I decided to write about yesterday's dango punishment in my diary before I forgot. That's everything. She ends all the entries with that's everything. I close my diary after finishing the entry. Feeling like I've done my work for the day, I stretch myself out. Oh, right. Before I forget, I'll send Okarin a thank you message for yesterday. I take out my cell phone out of my bag. Oh no, I forgot to recharge it. When I plug in my cell phone into the charger, I receive a flood of messages. Huh? Sorry, after apologizing to Ferris-san and everything, I'm the worst.
What?
What happened? What the fuck is going on?
Sorry for bothering you while you're busy, Nya. I need to talk to you about Kunyan. Call me right away when you see this, Nyan.
There were also lots of missed calls from Ferris-chan. I wonder what's wrong. Did something happen with Ferris-chan and Chris-chan?
What is going on?
The call won't go through. A bad feeling starts to come over me.
What?
Hello? Hello?
Nope, hold on.
Mayushi, Nya. I was waiting for you to call, Nyan.
Sorry I'm so late getting back to you, Ferris-chan. I didn't notice that my cell phone died.
No, I'm the one who needs to be sorry right now, Nya.
Did something happen with Chris-chan?
Well, Ferris got Nyan mad, Nya.
Huh? What happened?
I tried to show her my Warhammer figurines and, well, since Kunyan seemed to be worried about her dad, I couldn't leave her be. I ended up telling her this and that, Nya.
So you called it?
It is about her dad. Okay. About Kurusu's dad.
She was worried about her dad.
I didn't want her to have the same regrets I do, so I told her they should try to get along, and I think I pushed Kunyan a little too far, though, Nya. Got all worked up, then said some weird stuff and ran out, Nya.
What kind of weird stuff?
We'll never meet again, and you'll all forget that I was here soon anyway, and I really don't get what she meant, Nya.
Okay, so... Okay. So... We're having a weird convergence of world lines here.
Mm-hmm.
Ocarina is filled with regret because he let Kurusu die. He chose Mayuri over Kurusu. For some reason, they're still kind of bleeding over from the world lines where Kurusu lived. And Kurusu understands that that decision was made, and also understands that she can't fully seem to interact with the rest of this world line.
Interesting. It'd be interesting if that was the case.
Yeah.
I hope that's it.
Maybe building off the same idea that we saw in the Suzuha one. You'll all forget I was here soon anyway.
Chris-chan said that. There's no way she'd say something like that without any reason. And she said you'll all forget that I was here soon anyway. Who does she mean by you all? Does that mean people other than Ferris-chan are going to forget about Chris-chan's existence? And lots of people might forget about meeting someone after a long time, but why did she say soon?
Because she's about to send a D-mailer. Oh, no, it's simpler. She's just about to send a D-mail. That she knows will undo things.
I see.
That's... Okay, that's... Well, no, because that doesn't explain the I'm right here thing.
No, it could just be she wants to talk to her dad, and her dad's like, nope. And she's like, God damn it, I'm right here in Japan. You're in the same city as me right now, and you won't come talk to me.
Yeah.
Because he was here, right? In this very city.
Yes, he was. And so then it's simpler than that. Kurusu has decided that she's going to send a D-mail and allow herself to die and let Mayuri live.
Yeah.
And that's what's weighing on Okarin's mind. He knows he can't say anything to Mayuri before this happens because Mayuri will try to stop it, which is why he's like, don't worry, I'll tell you everything, just we have to wait. Oh, balls!
Does this mean that everyone's going to forget that Chris-chan existed? Does it mean that I'll never be able to see her again? That can't be true. I must be overthinking this.
Because this is what happens in the game, right? Right before they decide... Before Ocarina can decide to go back to the Or this is one of the endings. I feel like this is in the game.
I shake my head to erase the terrible idea from my mind. But the bad feeling inside me just kept growing. I'm right here. Chris-chan.
It was weird, Nya. She seemed totally different from the way Kyoma described her. She seemed really unsettled, Nya.
I sensed something a little off, but I didn't realize that Chris-chan was so upset. If I'd noticed, I would have gone straight to Chris-chan after the service yesterday. At the very least, if I hadn't let my cell phone die, I would have noticed Chris-chan's texts and Ferris-chan's calls earlier. I can't believe I ignored them to eat dango with Okarin instead. I'm sorry, Ferris-chan.
What if I said What if what I said was the last straw for Kunyan?
No way. Chris-chan sent me a message asking me to let you know she's sorry. You didn't do anything wrong, Ferris-chan.
Mayushi.
I might not be able to get in touch with her right now, but Mayushi will do something to contact Chris-chan.
It would be great if you could, Nya. Is there anything I can do? I can gather up my black clothes so we can try to tell her, Nya.
No, I don't think it's a good idea to make a big fuss. I know that you will follow through on that.
Nya.
I'll try looking for her on my own first. If all else fails, I might need to ask you though, Ferris-chan.
Got it, Nya. I'll be sure to be ready just in case you do ask, Nyan.
Thanks, Ferris-chan.
I don't think I can leave Kunyan be, Nya. I can't help but worry about her.
Does it have something to do with one of your past lives, like you always say?
Exactly, Nya. And Papa always said I need to treasure my friendships. I'll try thinking of something I could do for Kunyan too, Nya.
Oh, whoops.
Thanks. Okay, I'll be sure to let you know if anything happens.
Sounds good, Nya.
Once I hang up, I try calling Chris-chan's cell phone once more. But she won't answer. After a while, the phone switches to voicemail. Please be okay, Chris-chan.
Those messages. Okay, so we started with the one from...
Wait, we've got messages from... We've got a bunch of...
Yeah, because these are the ones we sent. Well, let's start with Fubuki. So Fubuki is then... Okay, yeah, so Fubuki is Chie at home. Got it.
Hey, Mayushi. I'm all done. I'm in the changing room now. Thanks for the cosplay. You're getting better and better, you know. Kaede got so excited. It was crazy. She was all over me. There's no way I can ever be someone's wife after that.
Like Chie and Yukiko in more ways than one.
But don't get me wrong. The idea, okay? You're the only one for me, Mayushi. Don't even care if you have a boyfriend.
Oh, isn't she the gay one in the anime?
I tease you because you're cute, Mayushi. It's kind of like how some people bully their crushes, but seriously, a hostage? That sounds kind of kinky, totally lewd. I think I've reached Darusan's level of yet. That said, I take off my hat to his hyper-lewd goggles. But he's my idol. I want to be like him.
Don't.
It sounds like Fubuki-chan wants to wear a cosplay from Doma Star Emoji Doki next Kamima. But isn't that full of magical girls? There aren't any military commanders or anything, are there? What should I do?
Cool as justice.
Cool is justice. Who cares about cute stuff? But I guess Fubuki-chan is cool and cute, huh? I'd be okay with Doma Star Emoji Doki if it had a cross-dressing magical military commander or someone like that.
She just does that?
Yep.
What? Why are you asking? I think magical girls can be cute, but cross-dressing? Mayuri-chan, are you plotting something? Cosplay? That's way too embarrassing. I could never do something like that. Nothing about that sounds fine. It's too scary. And if it starts feeling good, what if I get addicted and can't live without doing it anymore?
Oh no, heaven forbid.
And then these.
Yes. Oh, we can see the ones we sent.
Okay. Nice, nice.
We saw that one. Saw that one.
Hey, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't have a boyfriend. I'm just Okarin's hostage. Stop teasing me, Fubuki-chan, you big meanie. It's not lewd at all. Fubuki-chan, you're starting to sound like Daru-kun lately. Don't treat everything like it's sexual. The outfits in Domadogi are super cute. They'd be a blast to make. Mayushi totally agrees. Mayushi thinks that's asking for a bit too much. Luka-kun, do you have any interest in magical girls or maybe cross-dressing?
One of the most menacing texts to get from someone.
We might be looking for a magical cross-dresser. Cool emoji, wink wink. It's okay, you'll be fine. It's only embarrassing at first. It'll start feeling good in no time.
Mayuri out here trying to crack that egg any way she can.
I am trying to help you, Luca.
What? It's okay. Ocarine says he has knowledge from other timelines.
She might just be too busy to answer the phone, but that bad feeling won't go away, and it makes me feel uneasy. Could something have happened? There's no way Mayushi would ever forget Chris-chan, though. Everyone's going to forget Chris-chan soon. I can't believe that. How soon is soon? Is that why she was acting so oddly? I want to see Chris-chan. No, I need to see her. I couldn't help myself anymore. I grab my cell phone and run out of my room.
Okay, if you need help imagining what Fubuki looks like, I want you to imagine Mako from Kill la Kill, but with slightly browner hair and also wearing Chie's clothes.
Or alternatively, simply imagine Chie.
Or that too.
From the smash hit Persona 4.
From the smash hit Persona.
She even has the same color scheme.
Yeah,
overall.
she does. She does. And Kaede has the red, but more black, but with the red coat and stuff. Anyway.
Once I'm in Akihabara, I search for Chris-chan on the crowded main street. I pray in my heart that I'll be able to run into her like I did yesterday. Chris-chan isn't here. I tried calling her a few more times, but it wouldn't connect. I also messaged Daru-kun and Okarin about whether they knew where Chris-chan was, but I only heard back from Daru-kun. Daru-kun says he's in the lab as usual, but he hasn't seen Chris-chan for the past 2 or 3 days. I can't get a hold of Okarin either. Is that just a coincidence? I'm overthinking it. This isn't the time to worry about that, but everything in my mind feels so mixed up right now. Okarin was acting so strangely too, but that's probably Mayushi's fault. Maybe Chris-chan's acting this way because of Mayushi too. I know that I'm jumping to unrealistic conclusions here, but maybe it's a gut feeling. Whenever I get a bad feeling, I'm usually right, so I can't ignore it. Could it be? I look up at the sky. It had been sunny until a moment ago, but dark gray clouds had suddenly rolled in all around.
Oh no, not the empathetic weather.
As I stood and thought that it might start raining, the raindrops began to fall. Oh, I knew it. It's raining. I run for cover under a storefront overhang. The rain begins to fall harder and harder. Before long, it was pouring. Oh, why are things always like this? This is the worst. For some reason, it always rains when I need to do something important. According to Okarin, Mayushi's a rain magnet. Whenever it rains when I'm with Okarin, he always blames me and says,
That's why I always tell you to carry a portable umbrella.
but whenever I say, no, it's too much trouble, Okarin always shakes his head at me and sighs deeply. But then he always ends up buying a plastic umbrella at the convenience store and covering both of us with it. So I have a mountain of plastic umbrellas from Okarin now. I feel like it's a waste to throw them away, so they've become a sort of collection.
Getting the deep Mayuri lore here.
I wonder if it's just a passing shower. I hope it stops soon. Where is Okarin, and what could he be doing right now?
No, that's not dramatic enough. Hold on. A little bit lower. Okay, I can see it. Gotta work on my grimace, though. Imagining him in front of a tall mirror.
Is Chris-chan okay? I hope they didn't get caught up in all this rain. Is Mayushi a heavy burden on both of them?
Oh, Mayuri.
I mutter this to myself, then shake my head. No, that doesn't help. I'm thinking too much. Like I'm on super sensitivity mode right now. This happens sometimes. Usually I'm not bothered by little things, but sometimes I can't stop obsessing over and worrying about tiny details. Whenever that happens, Okarin scoffs at me and says,
You worried about the little things. That's not like you at all.
and tries to cheer me up.
Here, have a butterscotch.
If only Okarin were here beside me now.
With the butterscotch.
He would offer me a butterscotch.
Or a Werther's original. I don't know why I am casting myself as like an old lady, but
If only he'd laugh this all off, telling me,
Mayuri, overthinking things. No way.
I can't help but think like this. Maybe Mayushi is relying on Okarin too much. Okarin's kind. He's like a weird older brother. I feel so safe when I'm with him, and he's so easy to be around. That's all it is. I try to murmur positivity to myself, but the more I try to calm myself down, the more uneasy I feel. That's all. The rain ended up just a passing shower, but so it let up before long. Once the rain stopped, I resumed my search for Chris-chan. The setting sun reflecting off the wet pavement is blinding. All the roads I have to walk are winding.
No. Oh, Mayuri, I have so many things that I'd like to say to you, but I just don't know how.
I squint my eyes and navigate through the people walking around, searching for Chris-chan.
Permanently cannot. I permanently mentally associate those lyrics with the melody to Dead or Alive, Spin Me Right Round, Baby, like a record. Because of Wall Spin. Every time I hear those lyrics, the melody that goes along with it is that.
But I can't find her anywhere.
Thanks, Neil.
I thought I'd be able to see her any time since we have cell phones. I drop my gaze to my phone and sigh. Suddenly, someone calls out to me.
Mayushi, what brings you here?
Oh, Daru! Here in her time of need. Daru. Oh. Well, I guess beggars choosers, right?
Oh, Daru-kun.
I saw your message. Are you still searching for Maki-seishi?
Yeah, I can't get a hold of her.
Is it something urgent?
Well, I don't know if it's urgent. I don't want Daru-kun to worry too, so I decide not to explain. How about you, Daru-kun? Are you going somewhere?
Yeah, I was planning to go over to May Queen plus Neon Square, then making my rounds at the internet cafes.
What do you mean making your rounds? What does making your rounds comprise of, Daru?
Wow, you must be rich.
Twice a year during Komima season, I give myself permission to do whatever I want. That's what I'm always saving up for.
Wait, you only do what you want twice a year. What is it that's happening the other 363 days?
A pure obligation.
Wow, Daru-kun, you save up just for Komima? You're a model otaku, aren't you?
Oh, please, you flatter me.
But if you do see Chris-chan, could you let me know?
Okay,
Thanks, see you later.
later.
And there he goes.
After parting ways with Daru-kun, I let out another sigh. Maybe I'll go to the lab. Chris-chan might have gone to there after Daru-kun left. I decide to head that way. Once I reached the lab building, I stopped in my tracks. Huh? The lights are on. At first, I thought Daru-kun might have forgotten to turn off the lights, but then I saw a shadow move near the window. That might be Chris-chan. I run up the stairs 2 at a time. I swing open the door and run inside the lab. Chris-chan, are you here?
Mayuri?
Okarin. It wasn't Chris-chan who stood up from the sofa, but Okarin.
What is wrong? Did something happen to her?
Okarin's expression changes as he grabs my arms. His grip is shockingly strong. Okarin, sorry, but you're hurting my arms.
I like how, even compared to the rest of the sprites in this game, Ocarina is very scraggly.
Mm-hmm.
Scrunkly, I believe might be the word. I'm sorry.
Okarin returns to his senses and lets go of my arms. Things feel so awkward. The shoulder of Okarin's jacket catches my eye. There's a zigzaggy pink stitch. My first reaction is to look away. Okarin, did something happen to Chris-chan?
No, not necessarily.
But if nothing happened, you wouldn't be that worried, right?
Mayuri.
You and Chris-chan, there's something odd with both of you. I know you told me not to ask, but I want to know.
I can't.
What if something terrible is happening that Mayushi doesn't know about? What if I'm not just a burden on you, but on Chris-chan as well?
No, that's not true, I swear.
Okarin was never a very good liar. Hey, Okarin?
What is it?
Chris-chan won't disappear, right? I wanted him to laugh and say I was being ridiculous. But Okarin falls silent. He's bad at lying, so when he's silent, it's the same as a yes. Does that mean that Chris-chan really is going to disappear soon? It can't be. Why? There's no way. I can't believe she's going to disappear. I feel a sting in my nose and my vision goes blurry. My tears fall to the carpet.
I will never permit such a future to come to pass. I refuse to allow it.
Okarin looks beaten and worn out, but his eyes have so much fire in them that it scares me.
I'll never give up. I'll find a third way. I'll find a future that I approve of, no matter how many times I have to redo it. Will of the world be damned.
Okarin. His words just now. Has Okarin leapt through time over and over again? All to change our future? Has Okarin been fighting alone for all of us? I had absolutely no idea, and yet seized instantly upon the idea through pure vibes, suggesting that probably subconsciously I did get it all along.
I was going to say,
Okarin
like,
was sheltering me for no reason.
right? Like, if we learn nothing about Mayuri, it's that she's very cognizant of what happens around her, despite, like she's very good at picking up on what people don't want her to be.
Maxed wisdom and charisma.
Yes.
This is what a max wisdom and charisma build looks like. She may not understand the science, but
she can read the vibes.
Yeah, the implications, they're all there, and the people, she gets them. Why? You always... I can't bring myself to say anything more. I take Okarin's hand and put it to my cheek. It's rough against my skin as I rub it.
Rub, rub, rub.
I'm sorry, Okarin. I never realized. The tears won't stop flowing. They splash against Okarin's palm. Even when you're in so much pain, I can't tell you not to give it your all. You're already pushing yourself harder than you can take, and I can't tell you to take it easy. I don't want Chris-chan to disappear. Okarin, are you the only person who can save Chris-chan?
Yeah.
But why? Why is it just you, Okarin? It breaks my heart that I can't help him. Okarin was the one who supported Mayushi when I was in pain. I always wanted to repay that debt. I wanted to support Okarin when he was in pain, but Mayushi can't do anything. I wish Mayushi could go in your place, Okarin. I squeeze his hand.
Don't be absurd, Mayuri. There's no way you could do the despicable work of the one and only Ho in Kiyoma.
Okarin smirks at me, just like always.
All of this is the will of Steins Gate. There's no need for you to worry.
But
Hostages should act like hostages and stay quiet.
Okarin furrows his brow even tighter. Something about the concern in his face makes it impossible for me to say anything more. Mayushi doesn't want to do anything to hurt Okarin. I don't want to see his face like that.
Mayuri, we promised, remember? When the time comes, I will tell you everything. You haven't forgotten that, have you?
I remember, but Okarin... Now that I know that Okarin's out there fighting all alone, how could I just stay here and wait? I want to help Okarin, it doesn't matter how. Mayushi wants to be helpful. I wanted to tell him that, but I forced myself to swallow those words at the very last minute. We did make a promise, so I guess I have to keep it. The words stuck in my throat like rocks, but I managed to get them out.
Yeah.
Okarin's hard expression softened, and I started to feel relief. But Okarin, please, don't push yourself too hard. I know it makes no sense to tell you to try your best and not strain yourself at the same time, but...
I'll be fine, but you, Mayuri, you're more...
More what?
Are you alright? Are you okay right now?
Do I look okay?
I'm not very good at reading emotions, so...
Fair. Realizing that Christian and Okarin had both asked me the same question, my mind goes blank for a second. Oh, come on, Okarin. I told Christian too, but Mayushi's always full of energy. I'm just fine, see?
Yeah.
Okarin's expression clouds over. It seems like Christian and Okarin share some secret that they can't tell Mayushi. I guess I really am the one who's causing them pain.
God damn it! I'm sorry, what were you saying about Christina? Did something happen to her?
Well, I can't get a hold of her at all. She was acting kind of strange before, so I was worried and looking for her. Okarin looks away from me and sighs. He doesn't seem at all surprised. It's as if he expected it.
Okay. I'll search with you.
Well, actually, Okarin, can you let Mayushi handle Christian? I know Mayushi might not be of much help to you, but...
What? You already help enough.
I don't know if that's true.
It is, so don't say stuff like that.
Okarin.
Very well. Maybe it's better to let you handle this one. I'm sure she wouldn't exactly want to see me right now anyway.
Okarin, did you fight with Christian?
Only in the sense that we crossed swords with one another and drew blood. Maybe a little bit late in the afternoon.
Okarin mumbles. There was a big downpour this evening. Did you guys stay dry?
Well, I guess so.
So both you and Christian were in Akiba?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see. The conversation stops there. I thought about asking where they were in Akiba, but things were so uncomfortable that I decided not to. You two really shouldn't fight. You've got to be friends.
I think fighting might be Christina's and my default.
That's just because you tease her too much, though.
She gets so worked up over the littlest things. Come on, she grew up in America after all. She should be able to take a joke or two.
Even though Okarin's comments were as harsh as ever, I was surprised at how soft his expression looked.
Anyway, you are in charge of this case.
You're in charge. Those simple words from Okarin gave me energy and courage. Okay, I'm in charge. This is an important mission.
Yes, I'm leaving her to you.
Okarin firmly squeezes my hands. I got it. You can count on Mayushi. When I squeeze his large hands back and smile my biggest smile, Okarin smiles faintly and nods. All I want is for Okarin to smile. For that, I feel like I can do anything. Okay then, I'll let you know when I find Chris-chan.
Fine by me. I'll let you know if she returns to the lab as well.
Thanks. Okay, I'll see you later. Toot-toot-roo.
Toot-toot-toot-toot-roo.
I'm happier knowing I'm in charge of something than I would be if I couldn't do anything. I hope I can be a help to Okarin, even if it's just a little bit. With this thought in mind, I run down the stairs and out of the building. After leaving Okarin, I searched the area around the lab and made Queen plus Neon squared once more, but I couldn't find Chris-chan. I still can't reach her by phone either. And there is no word from Daru-kun or Okarin, who said they would let me know if they found her. Where has Chris-chan gone? If I can't find her after all that searching, maybe she already left Akiba. But it seemed like she was in Akiba this evening, and she's always at the lab until late, so I don't think she'd leave. I take a look around me. Akiba at night is completely different than it is in the afternoon, with a lot less people around. So it should be a lot easier to find someone.
That ringtone does not bring joy. Take it easy. Isn't it about time for your curfew? Are you already home? Don't push yourself too hard.
I'm fine. My curfew isn't as strict as it was before, you know? Mayushi's not a little kid anymore. I'm okay. I'm not pushing myself. Mayushi is perfectly okay. Thanks for worrying about me. Try not to push yourself either, Okarin.
This one?
Sure. But I couldn't catch even a glimpse of Chris-chan.
It's so weird having like the upbeat, euphoric kind of music here for this scene.
Yeah. Akiba's not that big, so why can't I find her today? It's like meeting Chris-chan in the crowd yesterday was just a dream. I haven't even been able to find a trace of her. What if Chris-chan actually has disappeared? No, that can't be true. Chris-chan wouldn't disappear. Okarin's trying really hard too. Everything will be okay. I try to rush the negative thoughts out of my head. This isn't the time to worry. Grandma always said that people who want to meet somehow find a way to meet. I squeeze Pockety in my hands and sigh. But does that work if only one of them wants to see the other? Please let Chris-chan want to see Mayushi too. Since I'm in charge of the investigation, I need to work as hard as I can. Shaking out my stiff and tired legs, I start walking around again, continuing my search for Chris-chan.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.